First of all, when I remember meeting you in the 90s, this thing never really seemed to affect you. You seemed serious about comedy. I had heard whispering that you did kung fu. You know, but you weren't like you were social with all the comedians, but you weren't like the hangout kind of guy. You always off doing your own thing. And even this podcast, even though it grew to be a big thing when it started, I don't even think you would start it with the intention, I'm going to blow this motherfucker up. You just did it.
Yeah, there was never a thought of blowing it up. It was just silly. There's a video, it was a funny video that was in the Comedy Store documentary of Tom Segura leaving my house, talking about leaving my house and talking to Red Band, saying, what is he doing? Why does he do this? And he's
Right.
like, I don't know. He wants to do it all the time. He wants to do this stupid fucking podcast that no one's listening to.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. I mean, but at that time, and even still, the way I remember L.A., it's winner's circle.
Yeah.
And earlier in my career, like, if you're doing well in L.A., like, now, it's fun as fuck out there, you know. All the ropes open up, and, oh, Mr. Chappelle, and they accommodate you expertly because they're so proficient with hospitality.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing good, they'll remind you just as quick.
Yeah, it makes you feel bad.
It makes you feel bad.
I've seen people, the look on their face when you pass through the line and the security guard goes, oh, come on up here. And the other people that are waiting, they watch you walk through. They feel terrible.
Oh, God, I hope not. Because I do it all the time, nigga. I'm a rope crossing motherfucker. No more waiting for me.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for those people that are in that line, to be that person that gets called to the front of the line and the doors just open, they grab that velvet rope. Oh, Mr. Chappelle.
Right, flagrant elitism.
Yeah, they love it. They love it. And they wish it was them.
Yeah.
And they want to be hanging with you. Maybe if I'm hanging with Dave, I'll get through that rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm with Dave. Oh, you're with Dave. Come on in.
I told you the first time I met Denzel Washington, a guy did that to me. He came with my table like, you know, Dave, I hate to bother you, but Denzel Washington's here. Would you like to meet him? I'm like, oh, my God, yeah. And he brings me over to the table.
Wow.
Denzel Washington is Dave Chappelle. I'm like, oh, my God. Denzel very gracious. And then the guy goes, and my name is, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker didn't know me. He used me. It is wild out there.
That's hilarious.
It's wild out there, man.
Yeah, it is wild. There's social climbers in LA that it's an art form. They're skilled. They know how to do it.
I think I moved to Ohio initially to be free of these feelings you described.
Yeah.
This idea that, I started so young that I didn't know how to untether the rest of my life from those interests. And geography was the quickest life hack.
I love the way you talk about Ohio. I really do. I've always loved it. I love you do a lot of things that I think are awesome.
Man, thanks, bro.
It's just, you've always been a kind person, despite all of your success, all the accolades, all the love that you get. You've never let it turn you into someone who felt like you were better than other people. Like, I've seen you, the way you interact with the door people at the store. That to me is everything.
Right.
How do you treat the door staff? How do you treat the bartender? Are you friendly with all those folks? You know, and if you're not, man, you're kind of missing the whole point. Like, you can make someone's day just by being cool.
That's what always makes me laugh about Punky.
Yes.
The last time I saw her, she was a barback.
Now she's on SNL.
And the next time I saw her, she was rehearsing at SNL. It made me feel real good for her.
She's amazing.
And I thought of all the comedians that might treat the barbacks like shit. They're like, you better be careful.
Yeah, right?
Security. Idris Elba, the famous actor, used to be a security guard.
Really?
Caroline's. Yeah. You asked me. I used to buy weed from him.
You know, you used to buy weed from Idris Elba?
Yeah. I don't know if I should talk about it, but
Yeah, you can talk about it.
I did.
It's legal now in New York.
Yeah.
You know, he had a kickboxing fight. He's a legitimate Muay Thai fighter.
I heard he's nice with it.
Oh, yeah, he's good. And he fought a good guy. Like, it wasn't a bullshit fight. It was a fight. It wasn't like he went out there and just knocked this guy out with one punch.